Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Parker Kate. I'm Larissa L, and here I feature lifestyle, beauty, and fashion videos. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing a first impressions and review on the new Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Easy Eye palette for the Charlotte Darling look. Now, if you don't know what that means, this is an eyeshadow palette that Charlotte Tilbury created because she was inspired by the sunset she saw when she was in Ibiza. These definitely are really pretty shades. They are definitely sunset appropriate. So if you want to see how I created this look, what my thoughts are on my first impressions, please keep on watching. Okay everyone, so this is what the palette looks like. I'm going to start swatching from the left side, so the champagne color, working my way through the palette one by one. I'm just going to show you the swatches on my arm, and then right after this we're going to jump into the tutorial portion, followed by what my final thoughts are on this. Now we're going to jump right into the makeup look using the new Easy Eye palette from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Easy Eye palette for the Charlotte Darling look. Now this palette has 6 eyeshadows in it, as you can see in the clip above. So first I'm going to go in with this JH31 blending brush, and I'm going to dip into the third color, which is the last color of the day. Ooh, that's very pigmented, of the Day to Night palette. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by placing this color into the crease. Now be careful, these eyeshadows are really pigmented. So I'm just going to start by blending that in. You can also use this brown color, it's really pretty as a base if you want. Then I'm going in with a smaller, dense brush. This is a JH33. It's still a fluffy brush, but it's a little bit more tighter than the other one. And I'm going to be going in with the the 5th color in the palette, which is a number 2 in the nighttime look. Just remember to knock off the excess, because again, there is a lot of pigmentation and kickback with these eyeshadows. So I'm just going to go in and basically go a little bit under the color that I just placed. If you get it on your eyelid, don't worry about it, because I'm going to go in and clean that up later on. I just want to show you the versatility of using all the colors, well, as many colors as I can in this look, rather than splitting them up. Now I'm going to go in with a clean blending brush. This is the JH32, and I'm just going to buff out any harsh edges. Then I'm going to go in with the second shade in the palette. I'm going to use my finger for this, and I'm just going to be applying the shimmer shade all over the eyelid. So if you want to pick up the intensity, you can always, of course, wet the eyeshadows, but I'm just going to go in and use my finger today because the pigmentation is pretty. Then I'm going back in with that clean blending brush, and I'm just going to buff out the edges just to make sure there are no harsh lines. Next, I'm going to go in with a Morphe 139 pointed brush. This is what this guy looks like right here. And I'm going to mix the last 2 colors together in the palette. So I'm going to be taking the light brown and the cool tone brown and kind of mixing them together, knocking off the excess, and I'm going to be applying this to the outer V of the eye just to deepen up the crease. So usually I start by stamping it just to kind of get where I want the color to go. And then I'm going to take it up into the crease and a little bit outside of my actual crease. I definitely like a heavier eye and a darker crease, but it's completely up to you what you guys like to do. Gonna again add some more. Now, if you lose any pigmentation on the eyelid, don't worry, we're gonna go back in and clean that out after. Right now I'm just gonna go and blend that out with a blending brush. Then I'm gonna go back in with my finger and apply that second shade again just to the areas where I lost that pigmentation. So that's what our eye look looks like so far. And now I'm going to go into the inner corner with this first color in the palette, the really pretty white champagne color, again using my finger. And I'm just going to dab that into the inner corner of the eye to open up the eye a little bit. And then a little bit underneath the brow bone. Same thing to my other eye. Then I'm going back in with that clean blending brush and I'm just going to blend out that highlight color just a bit. I'm just going to hop off camera and apply my black Stay All Day liquid eyeliner from Stila, and of course my favorite mascara in the entire world. This is the Doll10 XL Effort Lash. And I do have a link down below if you are interested in trying this guy out and saving some money. My eyeliner and mascara are now on, so it looks like I kind of have some eyes and some eyeballs. Now we're going to go ahead and just finish up the lower lash line. Again, this is a really quick, simple, easy tutorial. And for that, I'm going to go in with my JH38 brush, this little guy right here. And I'm going to start by going in with this light brown color, so the second last brown color in the palette. Again, knock off the excess because these shadows are really pigmented. I'm actually going to just tap some on the back of my hand just to get rid of anything, and I'm just going to take this color and I'm going to rub it under my lower lash line. Same thing with the other side. Just knock off a little bit on the side of my hand there and then drag that in. Then to deepen up the crease, I'm actually going to go and I'm going to do the same thing I did for the outer corner. I'm going to mix the very two last colors in the palette. Just press it once on the back of my hand and then again run this through the lower lash line. What this does is it gives a really nice diffuse blown out look without having to do all of the work. Okay, now at this point you can go back in and touch up the inner corners with that first color in the palette, so that champagne. I'm just going to go ahead and do that right now. Okay, all this look is missing is some brown eyeliner, which I'm going to throw in the waterline, and then stay tuned because I'm going to be right back with my final thoughts on this little palette right here. Now we're back, and here are my final thoughts on the easy eye palette for the Charlotte Darling eye look. Now, as you guys know, I like the packaging. It's really nice and small. Small because I wasn't really expecting it to be a mini. I don't know when I ordered it if I read it to know that it was a mini, so just be aware of that. Now the shades on this palette are blendable, they are pigmented, and there is a lot of kickback, so just be careful when you're applying it that you just kind of just lightly dab your brush in. The formulation is really nice. The mattes are creamy and blendable. The metallics can be applied wet or dry, and they have a really pretty soft focus effect, which is very similar to the shades in the Instant Eye palette. None of these shades in this palette are new. They are actually supposed to be inspired by the sunsets that Charlotte Tilbury saw when she was in Ibiza. So she took existing shadows from her palettes that she has to create this eye palette right here. So she ended up taking I'm not sure if she used one or two colors from this quad right here. This is the Bella Sophia quad in the Charlotte Tilbury line. This is a permanent product and it is not limited edition. So the last 5 shades are from the Stars in Your Eyes palettes, the Love Eyes and the Happy Eyes. I thought it was from the one from this year, but it's actually from the 2018 limited edition Stars. Now with that being said, the color combination in here is really nice. They've split the eye palette into 2 looks, so it's the typical daytime and the daytime eye and the nighttime eye. Now, I don't know if I've got those flipped. They might be flipped because I'm looking at it upside down. So, you know, you have the 1 is to prime your eye, the 2 is to enhance your eye, and then the 3 is to smoke. And that's how she's labeled the back of all of her palettes to make the looks really easy, especially if you don't really like to mix up different colors or if you want something that's really straightforward. She also has it on the back of the Starry Eyes Hypnotize palette, as well as she shows you the order to place the shadows at the back of the Bella Sophia palettes. Now, do you really need this palette if shadows already exist in her line in 2 other different palettes? Well, that's completely up to you. But I like the color combinations in this palette. I like the shades. They're really nice. I do wish that there was maybe a gray or dark black shade and the shades were a little bit more universal. But as well as for travel size, and it's really nice and compact, which is also a really nice feature. The mirror in here is top quality, which I like, which makes it super easy to touch up during the day. So that's so fast, sorry. Gotta take a breath, I get so excited. I just try to fit all my information in as fast as I possibly can. Now for me, because I love Charlotte Tilbury, I love the colors in this eyeshadow palette. I like that it's small, it's travel friendly, the same quality that is in her regular palettes or her regular shadows as far as formulation goes is in these. So I definitely would pick this up for myself. The price for this is a little bit steep. I wasn't expecting such a small palette for the amount of money that I paid. That was kind of a con when it came to this guy as well. Anyways guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's video. Don't forget to check back in a week because this is a first impressions. I always do a second follow-up video a couple days later or a week later after I've had time to really play with the palette and get used to the colors in it. So keep an eye out for another updated look with this palette right here. And as well guys, thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel, and thank you for all of your feedback lately in the comments, whether it be about my awful autofocusing problems or my lighting. I really do appreciate you guys understanding that this is a new channel and I'm still trying to work out all the quirks because it is just me and it's a lot of research, and I'm not a perfect human being, but you guys are so amazing and so understanding. So thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing. Don't forget I will link a playlist of all the Charlotte Tilbury products that she has been launching from her 2019 holiday collection if you're interested in taking a look at that. And if you want any kind of reviews done, any requests for future videos, don't forget to leave a comment down below and I will get to your request as soon as I can. I also love it when you guys give me genuine feedback that's positive and something that I can really take, and I try to improve with each video that I'm making. So if you like this video, please thumbs up, like, and subscribe to this channel, and I'm really excited to grow with you guys. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye now.